Today, we are going to do an overview of the Cyrusher Rumble. I'm not sure if the company's called Cyrusher or Cyrusher, but for this video, I'm going to go with Cyrusher. Now, Cyrusher is a pretty popular brand. They make some high-end stuff, especially for the mountain bikers out there. One of their flagship models, their top-of-the-line bikes, is over $5,000. This one, the Rumble, is listed currently for $999. So it kind of makes you wonder, what did they do differently to make this bike cost 5 times less than their flagship model? Well, in this video, we're gonna go over the Rumble specs and talk about how they were able to build this bike on a budget. But before we get into all that, let's go do the unboxing. I don't know why a decent amount of other YouTubers don't show what the contents look like in the box, because it's always important to know how a bike is going to be shipped. There's no point in paying your good money if the bike arrives all messed up from bad packaging. Okay, so this is what it looks like from the top view. We got some foam, not the most I've seen, but not the least I've seen also. We got a box over here, and it says tools kit. It's a pretty big box for tools. Let's see what's inside. They give us a whole set of Allen keys. What? They even give us a pump? That's pretty cool. I'm not sure what this is. Okay, cool. Our pedals. Wow, they actually feel like metal. They feel really sturdy. Manual, our charger. Let's see what we're rocking. This is a 3 amp charger. So our battery is 18 amp hours, divide that by 3, and it'll take about 6 hours to charge from 0 to full. All right, now let's see what this looks like from the side profile. All right, so this is what we got on the side view. You know, it doesn't look like there's that much styrofoam, but it seems like it arrived all right. First thing I'm gonna do is remove that battery, charge that bad boy up, assemble this, and then we'll get back to our overview.
Oh shit.
I just saw my mailman Jason, and he's always wanted to try my bikes, but I don't know, he's always seemed a little shy when it comes to getting on my e-bikes. This is the first time, and he is on the Cyrusher Rumble. Try level 2.
No, that's alright, man. What's the top speed?
I haven't tested it yet. I just unboxed it today.
Really?
I was gonna go to the park and do some testing.
Yeah? Cyrusher?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if it's Cyrusher or Cyrusher.
Cyrusher. Crusher.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. It looks nice, man.
Yeah, I like that it's a step through.
Yeah.
It's easier to get on and off.
Yeah.
You can put a basket over here.
Yeah.
And then put your mail and then just toss it out.
Yeah, it has built-in lights and everything. How much is this?
On the website, this one's actually $1,000.
Oh yeah?
And then they gave me like an $80 discount code. I don't think there's any shipping or tax either.
Wow, this looks nice, man. I like that white and black look. Alright, man.
All right, man, I'll catch you later.
Yeah. Everything's good.
You too. All right, guys, welcome back. Now that we've done the unboxing and the battery's at a full charge, we can do the overview. I got to admit, this was one of the easiest bikes to assemble. This thing came mostly put together already. The rack was already on the bike, the tail light was on there, the stem was there. All we had to really do is just put the handlebars on and the front wheel. All right, let's jump into the specs. For our stopping power, we got 180 millimeter rotors, front and rear, paired with hydraulic brakes. For our wheels, we got some Chow Yang fat tires. They are 20x4, and above that we have our plastic fenders with a little light. For the front forks, they are suspension, and there's a preload adjuster and a lockout tab. I don't feel that much of a difference when I mess with the preload, but if you wanted to, you can lock out the forks. The frame over here has some holes tapped into it. It looks like you'll be able to put a front basket if you wanted to. We got a foldable neck right here if you wanted to make some space by folding down the handlebars. Coming up top, we got some ergonomical rubber grips. They feel great. They aren't locked in place, but they feel super grippy. We got our DY Island hydraulic brake levers with an adjustable knob. The levers feel solid. our keypad to go into the settings or to adjust the speed, turn on the lights, turn on the bike, my own phone holder, and a bright and colorful display. Looks pretty nice to me, tells me everything I need. Right now we're showing 5 out of 5 battery bars. We got the standard 7-speed Shimano shifter and a half twist throttle. If you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know that half twist is my favorite type of throttle. Coming down to the frame, we have the Cyrusher brand. I gotta say, this paint looks really good. This white is so shiny. It just seems like a high quality paint. Right here we have some bolts. I'm pretty sure these are for like a water bottle holder. Making our way downtown, we have a 52 teeth chain ring. It's medium to large, so we should be able to pedal at a slightly higher speed. Maybe still feel resistance at like 28 miles per hour, maybe even 30 if you're pedaling fast. Next to the chain ring, right underneath our seat, we have the battery. This is a 48 volt, 18 amp hour pack. It's a pretty good size for this price point. For something that's less than $1,000, 18 amp hours is not bad. The website does say we get 58 miles of range. Pretty sure that's gonna be all pedal assist, maybe on the lowest setting. If you use all throttle only, my guess is that we will get closer to around 35 miles. Something I did not like is that there's no lever to move that seat forward. Sometimes when a bike will have a battery right underneath, there'll be like a little tab or lever where you could fold the bike seat forward and you'll be able to remove the battery. The battery is removable. We got keys right here and you unlock it and you just slide it up. But because we don't have that lever, it just creates an extra step of having to remove the entire seat post. Back towards the rear, the bike comes with a nice and wide rack, and attached to it is the brake light / tail light. Let's see what it looks like when we hit the brakes. What we got powering our bike is a 500 watt motor. Online doesn't say what it peaks at, but it does list that this bike can reach 22 miles per hour. And I know that's wrong. I've seen other YouTubers reach higher speeds. And check this out. If we tilt the bike and lift that rear wheel off the ground and hit the throttle, let's see what speed we get. Okay, the bike is tilted. And let's go to level 5. And let's see what our speed is on the display. It's showing 32 miles per hour, 32.5. Alright guys, now that we've talked about the specs, let's go take the Cyrusher Rumble out for a test ride. Alright, I got my GPS out, and I guess the first test we're gonna do is some off-roading on this grass. Okay, the seat is a little harder than I would like. It's not terrible and it's not the worst seat I've been on, but I feel like the seat could have been a little softer, especially since we don't have any rear suspension. Luckily, these fat tires soak up the bumps pretty well. Let's go up this little slope. And come down. Oh yeah. You definitely gotta stand up on the pedals for that. Okay, the acceleration is pretty smooth. Let me get onto the road before we hit some faster speeds. We're currently on level 1, and it seems like the pedal assist numbers does correlate with the throttle speeds. So level 1 is taking us to about 12 miles per hour. Let's see what happens if we release the throttle and just pedal. Okay, the pedal assist is also around the same speed as the throttle. Number 2. Number 2, our speed is 17 on the display, 16 on GPS. What if we just use throttle? Okay, it's gonna be the same. Let's go level 3. It's climbing, it's climbing. It's not jerky at all, it feels really nice. On level 3, we're getting about 21, 22 miles per hour. GPS is saying 21. We're on mode 4 now. It's climbing. Okay. We got 25 miles per hour, 26. I gotta get to the big road if you want to try level 5. It's gonna take some time to climb up there. The cornering feels really nice. We got that battery underneath us, creating a low center of gravity. One thing that's missing is a bell or a horn. I noticed that the light is one of those lights that have a speaker in it, and that speaker is usually meant for a horn. All right, let's test out level 5. Let's see our top speed. Come on, climb, climb, climb. $29 on the display, 27 on GPS. I am not tucking either, so the wind is hitting me full blast. Okay, it looks like our top speed is 28 miles per hour. It's showing 28 on GPS. Ah, 29. 29. What happens if I tuck? Alright, if I tuck, it was showing 29. Ah, 30. We saw 30 for a second. Oh, we saw 30. I'm gonna call this a 30 mile per hour bike. Yeah, we saw 30 miles per hour on a bike that's less than $1,000. I mean, it's about 1,000. It's $999. $1 off. Unless you use my discount code, then you'll get some type of coupon for some dollars off. Let's head to the mall where we do our brake test. I can still feel the pedal resistance even at 27 miles per hour. Yeah, the chainring is large enough where you probably won't ghost pedal unless your legs just can't keep up with the speed. Thankfully, my little legs can. Alright, we just arrived to our designated brake testing location. Let me explain the name of the game. Over here we have a pylon. We're gonna try to get up to about 25 miles per hour. Once we cross over this pylon right here, we're gonna hit the brakes and see how many car spaces it takes to come to a complete stop. Our average has been about 5 to 6. The last bike I tested landed in the 4th parking space, but it did touch the line of the 5th parking spot. I have a good feeling about these brakes, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, here we go, here we go. And brake. Ah! I almost fell off the bike. Lost control a little bit there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're in the 5th spot. 5th, touching the line of the 6th parking space. Let's try that one more time. Oh, there's a bunch of cars waiting for parking. I've always been one of those people that would rather park a little farther and just walk than have to wait on people. Okay, second test run. Oh, did we do better? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we landed in the 5th parking space, but we did do a little bit better because we did not touch the line that's about to enter the 6th spot. So the braking power is pretty good. It's not phenomenal, but it's pretty good. One of my old bikes, the braking power was terrible. I stopped in like the 7th or 8th spot. That bike probably would have killed me if I was in traffic. This one, I still give it a pass. I know for a fact that if you guys change tires to a street tire without any knobs on it, you guys would have more braking power. Mainly because the street tires would have more rubber and contact patch on the ground. Let's do our speed bump test. Oh, yeah, I stayed seated on that one. I probably should have stood up. There's no rear suspension, so when you hit big bumps, you're gonna want to stand up on the pedals. Let's do the no hand test. See how well balanced our bike is? It's staying pretty centered. Sometimes when a wheel needs to be trued, it'll make your bike skew to the right or left. Ooh, look, some people already put up some Christmas decorations. Let's do our speed bump test. Oh, yeah, I stayed seated on that one. I probably should have stood up. There's no rear suspension, so when you hit big bumps, you're gonna want to stand up on the pedals. Let's do the no hand test. See how well balanced our bike is? It's staying pretty centered. Sometimes when a wheel needs to be trued, it'll make your bike skew to the right or left. Ooh, look, some people already put up some Christmas decorations. So let's talk about how Cyrusher was able to cut down the cost to make this bike super budget friendly. There's a minion over there dancing and singing. So on their higher end products, it's gonna have full suspension. And the front forks are going to be some super high quality mountain bike forks, and same thing with the rear. It's going to be super plush and super comfortable, so you can take on those off-road trails. Those bikes will also have a torque sensor, so when you pedal, it'll determine how hard you're pushing on the cranks, and it'll give feedback to the motor, pretty much matching how hard you're pedaling. Over here we have a cadence sensor, and what that pretty much means is we have an on and off switch. When you're pedaling and the cadence sensor notices that the cranks are spinning, it'll just turn on the motor or turn it off. It can't interpret how hard you're pedaling. Their higher end products, I believe, are 52 volt. This is a 48. But I mean, this setup can already get you to 29, 30 miles per hour. So it's still really solid. And for the price point, it's gonna be hard to beat. I believe their highest end model also comes with a carbon fiber frame, and that's probably what's going to be making the cost so high up. What we're on is probably aluminum, so it's more standard in the industry. So it makes me wonder, is that $5,000 bike really worth it from them? Probably, if you really want to do the technical stuff. If you want to go off-road and hit the trails really hard, you're probably going to want to spend that money. But this bike over here, it's got everything you need to just go. This bike isn't meant for the type of person that wants to go off-roading all the time. This is for your average commuter that just wants to pick up and go. And I think Cyrusher did a fantastic job at creating that. Most people don't need all that technical stuff that's gonna drive up the price of the bike. It's got a great top speed and a super smooth power delivery. All right, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. I believe I have an $80 discount code. I'm gonna put that in the description. The link will also be there if you want to check out the bike. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave them down below. Please give this video a thumbs up and a like. Subscribe if you want. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.